don't have time for that. You guys, I just to pull over real quick. Listen, um, welcome to the VIP Your Vibe. Okay, so you can survive, so you can try to thrive, so you can arrive. Okay, at the hive. All right. 2-4 is coming in. I have one message for you guys, for the people that's on this channel, is make sure you cleanse yourself, cleanse your aura before 2-4. Just cleanse yourself, cleanse your plate. Basically, just is almost like just you're starting over. Okay, so you leave the past in the past and stop giving it gas. Right. Anyway, let's talk about. Last night I was with a couple of people. We were talking about the TD Jakes scandal. Okay, I wasn't saying anything. I was just listening to them talk about allegedly how he's doing this and doing that and what he was involved in and all this other stuff, right? I don't pay attention to stuff like that. For number one, like I tell you, the enemy uses many tools. His situation is being used for a lot of different things. First of all, it's being used to um, people to look at church a certain way and move a certain way in the church. It's being used to destroy that. You didn't got people. You didn't have people that left churches. I got a girlfriend that left church because of the TD Jake situation, and I told her that was stupid. And I told her I'm not gonna argue with you about it. That was stupid because what he got going on in the spiritual realm and what you got going on with your father, the one-on-one, has nothing to do with you. The churches, I told you before, is there for you to remember, to wake up that you are a spiritual being. This is a body bag. You're a man, ain't nothing but a star in the bag. That's what it's for. You have that Bible there. You're supposed to study and not be studied. That's what it's for. Okay? That's what I'm telling these two. That's what it's for. It ain't for you to make excuses, okay? Because the dark forces ain't got you to break loose. Okay, he don't want you to wake up. He don't want you to remember, because the more and more you dig in, you go get in. The more you put your energy and tension of waking up and seeking, okay, instead of peeping, you're gonna wake up. They don't like that because it's gonna be a shakeup. Do you understand? Okay, so like I told him, the only thing I paid attention to with Bishop TD, the only thing I paid attention to was him when he copy striked and targeted Stormy Monroe's page. My ears went up, literally. Then I think his name is is it Geno Jennings? You calling the FCC to get him taken down? So sometimes people can get so big. TD reminds me of my uncle. My uncle was a millionaire as well. He was an inventor of the California curl. Um, he was on magazines, all that. Those type of men you can't give advice, okay? Because I tell you all the time, sometimes you're the teacher and sometimes you're the student. Now, what he's forgetting, what Bishop is forgetting, and like I told these two I was talking to, I said, what the hell? He's forgetting that he is in a battle. I don't know what district he pissed off. I don't know if he pissed off the dark. The dark may be pissed off because he might be motivating some people to wake up. Or the light may be pissed off because he's not something that he needs to take a look at and repent and resurrect from. But whatever it is, it's all a spiritual warfare. His camp has been infiltrated, invaded. But he's fighting. I was telling them, I said, but he's fighting in the way the world does. In 2 Corinthians chapter 10, you don't fight the way the world do. That's not what you do. Now, see, now the enemy on Bishop's side, TD Jakes, what's happening with him, he doesn't know you're being attacked, but you're fighting, but you're fighting the world. That's the world, and the bloggers, and the bloggers is the least of your issues, is the least of your problems, sir. I suggest you get into your battle tools, because I don't know who, you did something, whether it's something good or whether it's something that is bad. Something happened. Okay, because these things is going on about him and what's going on, the shaming, the tearing him down. Basically, your faith is being tested. I don't care how big they get in this world, everybody's being tested. Bishops, pastors are not exempt from being spiritually pimped. They're not. And I think sometimes they get so big where they got their hands in earthbound things. Things are out of balance. You got your hands in too much earthbound things, too many business things. Everything is earthbound. Something didn't happen. It could be as simple as you need to give your people bonuses, make a raise. It could be as simple as stop being so arrogant. It could be simple as stop eating something. It could be as simple as something that you're not doing, something you should have done. But the strongholds, these demons, these dark forces will use your past. They will use your past. That's what they do. They resurrect your wreck. I have a video on that shit. I don't know, maybe, I don't know how many months ago, 11 months ago. They will resurrect your wreck. Okay, that's what they do. So it's either, like I said, it's either one or two things is going on with him, and I'm gonna leave it there. I stay out of judgment because let me tell you something. Those type of things that's going on with TD and a lot of the other bishops and P Diddy, they don't know this is soul snatcher season. Soul snatcher season. They so busy paying attention to the blogs and the blogs, baby. You guys have invited, y'all did something that then activated these dark forces, and they on your ass, Mr. Postman. And instead of you guys fighting it like you're supposed to, especially my bishops, you fighting the way of the world. That's 2 Corinthians, when Paul wrote a letter and Paul was talking. You don't fight it the way of the world. You don't go around striking people's channels. You don't go around getting people taken off. You fighting the way of the world. That means you blindsided. You blind somewhere. I suggest you become aware because they own your ass. And I spoke about this. TD Jakes is a Gemini. He got two sides. He got two faces. We all do. What's on the other side of the coin? I don't know. It's none of my business. I'm not going to peep in because I don't want his shit to seep in because I know what's on his back. This is why I don't pay attention to that shit. Because that's the kind of stuff I want to keep you watching and wondering about somebody. If I haven't seen it, haven't seen it to my own two eyes or in my third, I'm not going to say this is the case. But what I do know, there's a case. There's a spiritual case somewhere. And he's being cased. Either you did something that you supposed to stop doing, or you supposed to do or undo, because you didn't piss off some spiritual districts. This is what happened. Period. But we're paying attention to the blogs. Okay, so the weapons we fight with are not the weapons of the world. It says, on the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. Let me see. Let me look this up real quick. We demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. And we will be ready to punish every act of disobedience once your obedience is complete. Okay. So what that scripture is saying, in TD Jakes' case, you've been disobedient. It's something you've been disobedient and your faith is being tested. You are judging my appearances. If anyone is confident that they belong to Christ, they should consider again that we belong to Christ just as much as they do, right? So even if I boast somewhat freely about the authority the Lord gave us for building you up rather than tearing you down, I will not be ashamed of it. Okay? So whatever's going on, he should not be ashamed of it. I do not want to seem to be trying to frighten you with my letters. This is Paul writing a letter. For some say his letters are weighty and forceful, but in person he is unimpressive and his speaking amounts to nothing. Such people should realize that what we are in our letters when we are absent, when we will be in our actions when we are present. Okay? Hold on. We do not dare to classify or compare ourselves with some who command themselves. When they measure themselves by themselves and compare themselves with themselves, they are not wise. Not wise. We, however, will not boast beyond proper limits, but will confine our boasting to the spirit of service God himself has assigned to us, a spirit that also includes you. We are not going too far in our boasting, as would be the case if we had not come to you. For we did get as far as you with the gospel of Christ. Neither do we go beyond our limits by boasting of work done by others. Neither do we go beyond our limits by boasting of work done by others. Okay. Our hope is that as your faith continues to grow, our spirit activity among you will greatly expand so that we can preach the gospel in the regions beyond you. For we do not want to boast about work already done in someone else's territory. Ain't that something? So you don't supposed to boast about stuff in somebody else's territory. That's our work that's already done in somebody else's territory. You don't, yeah. Okay. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 10. Y'all can look it up for yourself. Okay. And so, but let the one who boast in the Lord, for it is not the one who commands himself who is approved by the world. Approved by the world. Let's see. So that we can preach the gospel in the regions beyond. But we do not want to boast already done in someone else's territory. But let the one who boast in the Lord, for it's not the one who commands himself who is approved, but the one whom the Lord commands. That's the difference. Who the Lord commands. You know, a lot of people has been lied on. People have lost their lives being lied on. Y'all know that. People have lost their lives being lied on. I remember that little story about that little black boy back in the day. They thought he killed 2 white girls. And it was a man that did it. Bust their heads in and raped them. Them Klansmen came and got that baby. The police, they came and got him. He was only 14, I think. 14, 13 years old. Parents couldn't get him out of jail. And they executed that boy. Because they said he raped and bashed somebody in their motherfucking head. How many people you know right now is on death row and trying to appeal that shit because they didn't do it? So I would be careful is what I'm saying on an individual basis. I'd be careful about talking about some shit that you really don't know about, that you ain't seen about, and you judging about, because that's a tool to ruin you. It's a tool to discourage you and sow seeds of doubt about what you're doing. With your father, we're going to church. Church is just a part of something. It's there to wake you up. There's other tools, spiritual tools that come behind that. Meditation, without no hesitation. Fasting, so you can last. You make the flesh weak, so you can seek. That's what it's about. It's not about what the pastor is doing behind closed doors. Is he telling you to go do threesomes? Is he telling you to go sleep with everybody? Is he telling you that? Whatever his fight and his bite is with, that's where he got to take flight with. This is serious spiritual business. This is no joke. Father still got his hands on you. It's a warning. When shit like this happens, rumors, it's almost like just like Solomon. You're being warned about something. Period. How many messages did Father send Solomon? You know what Solomon did? Did he kill that? Did he have somebody? I think he did have somebody killed, I think, for a lady. Did he? In battle? Don't quote me, but I think he did. Solomon had somebody killed. And then he messed around. Father said, don't be mixing them goddesses and shit, and them idols and them statues and shit. And he fucked around here and building shit for her, for Sheba. Started building shit for Sheba. And then he had his first baby. And then he wanted to go to the council and take the first crown from the first baby. And the councilman was telling him, you can't do that. Their father kept sending him warnings about leaving her alone, or I'm going to take your throne. That's what it's about. You better leave it alone or I'm going to take your throne. So that's the message to all my bishops that are falling. Whatever it is, it ain't none of my damn business. And I'm not trying to make it my business. I'm not even going to peep in them rabbit holes because I don't want them holes and them strongholds jumping over here on me. He told you to leave it alone or he going to take your throne. And what did he do to Solomon? He took everything. She would end up packing her camels up and shit, and her fine linen and her silk and her perfume, and she got on that camel and went back to her motherfucking city. That's what she did. And Solomon lost it all. Due to being greedy, lustful, and the bottom line, if we just want to cut all those lines and all those labels and cables, he was being disobedient. He wasn't being obedient. He was being disobedient. Okay, we all know what he's being disobedient in. But people that we hear about on the internet, like T.D. Jakes, I don't know what he did. He's being disobedient in something. You didn't pinch it. There's some thunder. The horn has been blown. Okay? So that's what it is right there. We get these messages. Father will send you messages. Just like I talked about the energy, angel energy wings. That's still I'm just still in like bliss about that. Some things that we all need to tweak and peep. It's all about tweaking and peeping. Yourself. Not nobody else. Yourself. So like I said, T.D. Jakes, the only thing, my ears went up, my antennas went up, beep, 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 beep. Oh, you lashing out. So you getting in your emotions, and that's what the demonic spirits feed off of, is emotion, anger, revenge. You feeling some kind of way. You feeling some kind of way because you wouldn't have made that play. You feeling some kind of way, and that's what they need from you. They need that from you. You want a demonic dark force throwdown, and you trying to hold it down. And what I mean by hold it down is by fucking fighting. You fighting with a crown. You fighting on the physical level. You're not fighting on the spiritual level, my friend. I think you better go in. You better hot box, because it's time to box and it's time to detox. Because it's hickory dickory dock. The mouse is on the clock. Everybody's going to be tested. I don't give a damn how much money you have in this world. That has nothing to do with them snatching your soul. They soul snatchers, soul catchers, fishing. Because Father's right here today. If you lost everything and went back down to that country little church with that hole in the roof, would you be okay with that? People always think people that don't have money or not educated is not being blessed or they not being tested. Man, please. You better go ahead and sneeze and squeeze and say please. Because Father going to bring you to your knees. The world is the least of your problems, baby. Because them folks on the internet, on them blogs can't touch you. They can't physically touch you. They can't physically move you. So this is what my saying is. Watch the moves that are trying to move you. You're being moved, my friend, through your feelings, through your emotions. You're angry. Okay? So that's all I got to say to that. That's another VIP message. I just had to get that out. You guys don't allow these distractions to discourage you from sowing your seed. Okay? Within your weeds. Do not, please. Don't pay attention. Keep studying, keep seeking, keep meditating, keep fasting, keep eating right, keep thinking right to make your vibe tight. That's all you need to do. So you get that clue and come unglued. The rest of the shit, poo. All that shit is paper thin. Like MC Light said, all that shit is paper thin. Trust me. They want to keep you fucking distracted, attracted, and want to keep you watching and fucking wondering. Want you keep you watching somebody and wondering about somebody. All that ain't got nothing to do with you. Everybody got their own battle to fight and to try to take flight. Everybody have their own battle to fight. And while you judging this battle And be careful, because you may be judging somebody that's on the light side. You don't know. You don't know. Be careful. That's another trick. You don't know. So I sit back, stand back, and look back. I'm going back, backing up. Chuck, I'm gonna leave that alone because I see what's going on. It's almost like the Lord of the Rings. These motherfuckers, these demons got shit armor, spears on DT Day. Shit, they on their horses. I hear horses breathing and shit. These motherfuckers is coming in. We're gonna break your ass. So that's the only thing, once again, I paid attention to. When you get to lashing out like the world do and trying to take folks out, tear down their channels, mess with their money, oh, something's definitely funny. And if I was Bishop, I'd pay closely attention to myself. He need to close himself up in that library, dust them books off, get in these scriptures, 2 Corinthians 10 and some other shit, and see what the hell is going on, and pop your box. Get your spiritual tools out, because you fighting with the wrong tools, my dude. The wrong tools. The wrong ones. Okay? So, anyway, this is Alfredo D at the VIP. You guys just remember, stay on your shit. Don't get to wondering and thinking. Stand on it. Father will give it to you. He will lead you, because like they try to mislead you to lead you. That's all it is. It's almost like cattle. It's almost like sheep. You see what I'm saying? And the dog, you got the dog and you got the sheep. You know how the dog, he goes around barking and goes around the sheep fence to get them in a certain area. You got some that's resistant. They don't want to do it. You got one or two. I'm not going. I'm going to go the other direction. I'm not going in that fence. Not going in that fence. See what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all I have to say today, you guys. And take care of yourselves. And be aware of yourselves. I'm telling you, the enemy use all kind of tools and tricks, because once you get to, let me say this real quick. Once you get to feeling some kind of way about TD Jake's situation and judging him and be like, oh, what he did and whether see, what happens is they can transfer them demons that is cracking on him. It's easily transferring some of that shit to you. So you have to be very careful, because you still getting emotional about something. You feeling something. That's why they say stay at the hell out of judgment. That's why I always say mind your business. I feel no kind of way about that shit. No kind of way. Because I don't know if it's true or not. I don't give a shit if it's not. I already know what the hell it is. I don't want none of that showbiz. None of it. Okay? None of it. Shit. Well, we worried about the YouTube. Where you going? Okay. All right. You understand what I'm saying? While we worried about the YouTube, hell no. Anybody in physical form and flesh, it has no. There's a weapon it's already been formed against you. Okay, so he got to take that up in the spiritual course to see what the hell is going on. That's my suggestion. All right, so I got to go, you guys. That's it. That's all I have to say to that. And you know, the bottom line is you're supposed to refine your vibe and not be defined by your vibe, and that's by your past. Refine it, not be defined by it. That's what Spirit just said. It's refining some shit. If you put your energy towards dark shit, take that same energy, and see, people try to always change it. What you changing? Just change what you put your shit to. You know, if this is bad, put it over here in the light. There's a choice here. Either you're gonna serve the dark or you're gonna serve the light. Ain't no in-betweens. Father he don't do in-betweens. Either you're gonna do light or you're gonna do the dark. Which one is it? And he gonna shake your ass up, and he gonna take your ass up, and he gonna flat your ass up until you want to sit up and get up. Because a lot of these high profile celebrity preachers think nobody can take them down. Oh, you forgot. You and your ego. You forgot, right? But Father gonna show you the power again. It's because some people need reminders around this motherfucker. The resurrection Some people need reminders on what's going on. Okay? You may be a power broker in this world, but in the spiritual world, you're just a power choker. You're nothing. Absolutely nothing. So some shoes I wouldn't want to be in. You got 2 feet, I'm going to let mine's meet. Very discreet. All right, gotta go. This is a VIP, your vibe, so you can survive, so you won't take a dive. Get your mind right, and that'll make your vibe tight. All right, you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.